look at the tail of the tape for our second bout of the evening. This a pro contest at 145 pounds. Abdullah Al Qahtani, 26. Edukondala Rao is 30 years of age. Al Qahtani, the taller fighter here, slightly heavier, and you can see longer arms belong to Abdullah Al Qahtani. Slight reach advantage on the legs there for Rao. Take a look at the keys to victory here once again, Chael Sonnen.
All right, listen, for our hometown boy, we need ferocity. Okay, he does his best work when there's chaos and when he gets the takedowns early. If he can get on his opponent's back, he can finish, but he can also transition to a very beautiful armbar. And when you're looking at our guest, Rao, he needs to be ready for a fast start. I love how Rao fights in rounds 2. I love how he fights in rounds 3. I have not historically loved his start. He needs to also feint kicks. That's what's gonna open up the hands. And if he does get put down in his guard, not waste time. He's got a habit of hanging on and holding. He needs to start a scramble.
Andy Shepard, take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following fight is a featherweight showcase bout. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is a kickboxing specialist and stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 145.7 pounds and holds a professional record of 4 wins and 1 loss. Fighting out of Andhra Pradesh, India, Edukondala Rao. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner. He is an MMA specialist and stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. He went in officially at 146 pounds and has built a record of 7 victories and a single defeat. Fighting out of Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, the Ripper, Abdullah Al Qahtani. Your referee in charge, Brian Miner.
Brian Miner to oversee the action. Abdullah Al Qahtani is in the black trunks. Edukondala Rao is in the white.
Well, these guys can't wait to get at each other.
You ready? You ready? Fight!
Southpaw stance here for Rao, who opens early with an inside leg kick. Al Qahtani offers one back and immediately lands a right hand. Now the body lock.
Rao needs to dig inside here, get his hips back if he can. Good balance so far. He's using that fence to stay up. Good, Rao pulls him up. That was good defense.
Very nice balance by Rao. I thought he was going down, and he pulled that out.
Over-unders here and chest to chest. Al Qahtani doing some work on the legs with those knees. Rao looked to step across for a toss, but thought better of it.
Rao's last fight, you might find it interesting, was at 155 pounds. Yesterday, he weighed in for this fight at 145. He says he's on his way down to 135.
There's the body lock by Al Qahtani.
Muscles Rao down to the ground. Now Rao trying to climb that guard up.
John, when Randy would find himself in a top position like that, he would turn his opponent instantly, get their head touching the fence, and all of a sudden use that fence as a tag team partner. Al Qahtani wanting to do that, but perhaps hasn't quite been shown the pressure from this position yet.
Already a little blood from the nose of Edukondala Rao. Al Qahtani with plenty of time to work on top.
Nice job by Rao to slip that bottom leg out. It's like taking off a pantyhose and standing up. Al Qahtani gonna stay right in the clinch, right back to the body lock.
Hips by Rao. Frankly, that stand-up wasn't even done picture perfect. He just made it work. There was real good athleticism by Rao, and I'm glad to see him stay busy on bottom. Good strikes here by both men.
Rao
nice big leg kick.
in an orthodox stance instead of that southpaw. Oh, nasty right hand at the end of the combination again from Al Qahtani. Spinning kick just misses for Rao.
If Rao is going to continue to favor those kicks, he has got to start doing what we call stone.
Al Qahtani's in trouble.
Edukondala Rao dropped Al Qahtani, who wrestles out of it to a top position.
That was an opportunity for Rao. That was a missed opportunity. He's the one that should have finished this on top.
Edu, he's bleeding. Edu, you got him. Edu, make him down from there.
Couple of elbows from the bottom for Edukondala Rao. Al Qahtani head on the chest, trying to recover still. Now gets some elevation.
Not often you see the guy that gets struck recover on top.
I was thinking that too. I was thinking that from the judge's standpoint, referee Brian Miner says that's fair game.
That was almost an illegal up kick.
Al Qahtani is a grounded opponent on his knees there, so even the up kick from the bottom can be called a foul. Doesn't call it.
It missed. Went right past Al Qahtani's face. The fact that he attempted it, it would have been a foul if it had landed.
Sign up into zone.com to purchase the pay-per-view. Scan the QR code. Go to ESPN.com/PFL. Pay-per-view card coming later. We are in the second bout of the evening here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Abdullah Al Qahtani, Saudi fighter on top. Nice hammer fist. Edukondala Rao once again closes the guard.
I'd like to see Rao bring a knee in here. I'd like to see him create separation. I was so impressed with the stand-up he did about 3 minutes ago, but he hasn't gone back to it. And this is one thing that I've seen him do in other fights. He'll waste a little bit of time on the ground. There's no time to waste, particularly now. All the way up, Rao.
Look how exhausted he is. Feet on the hips and kicked Al Qahtani away. Tries a lancing left hand there. Big breaths here from Edukondala Rao, who goes chest to chest again. The knees are missing, now one straight up the middle. Al Qahtani offers one back and marches Edukondala Rao back to the smart cage barrier. Now to the back. Big toss! Abdullah Al Qahtani belly to back.
Rao's still moving. I tell you, I see him on his feet. I get a little concerned here. I thought the energy was fading, but when it's time to scramble, he is still in this fight for now.
Nice pass by Al Qahtani. Rao getting his legs right back in the fight, though. Rao seems to have some power. When he stood up and landed that left hand, that hurt Al Qahtani again. Didn't wobble him, didn't drop him, but definitely landed a clean shot.
Final few seconds of the round.
Al Qahtani throws it straight down the middle every time Rao throws a kick, and Rao's the one that ends up paying for it.
Couple of kicks, but not to the leg. Third kick of this round now for Edukondala Rao. Nice 1-2 from Abdullah Al Qahtani.
Rao's still showing some signs of fatigue. He's got the wobble. Guys get tired. You see that little wobble in their legs and their head.
A lot of grit here from Edukondala Rao. Oh, good trip.
Nice. Very nice body lock trip by Al Qahtani. And some hammer fists now from Al Qahtani from cross-side position.
He's thinking he can finish this. Al Qahtani's starting to open up a little bit here. Rao pulling pressure on the head. If Al Qahtani can get his head free, separate, get some space, he's going to need a little bit more power in those shots for referee Brian Miner to stop it.
Nice elbow from the top. Abdullah Al Qahtani taking advantage of the rule set change here.
Rao doing a good job of getting his legs in the fight, pulling guard. Now trying to climb with those legs. Al Qahtani with the hammer fist.
Hey, he's looking to get him out of here, Randy. How much energy does Al Qahtani have? I mean, that's a lot of strikes. They accumulate, but for both guys.
I think he sees the wobble, he smells the fatigue, and he's turning up the pace. That's exactly what I would do.
Good left hand work here from Abdullah Al Qahtani. Inside control. Cross body. Rao trying to stay in this fight, getting his legs back involved.
Qahtani gonna need a little more separation for the power needed to get a TKO here, but I see what he's going for. I see that he thought there was opportunity. He tried to seize it. You can do very good ground and pound even from a guy's guard, but only if you create separation first. That begins with getting control of the wrist, and that's one thing Al Qahtani's not doing.
Hammer fist down the middle. Al Qahtani might have heard Chael Sonnen cage side because he immediately grabbed that wrist. We talked to Rao about his nickname, Eel Badger. Badger not good enough, eel not good enough. He goes Eel Badger, two fearsome animals. A chimera of sorts.
That was a classic explanation in the fight arena meeting.
Al Qahtani says, you know what? This ground and pound's not working. Stand up and let me put my hands on you.
Again, I think he smells the fatigue here. Oh, beautiful spinning.
I tell you what, every time I think Edukondala Rao is gassed, he explodes again, but so does Abdullah Al Qahtani for another takedown.
Yeah, Rao's got things he can work on, but being a quitter is not one of them. This guy did come to fight.
Control them. Keep moving. Keep your head moving.
Sean, in my Team Quest days, before I would have a fight, Randy Couture would always tell me to imagine that the mat is hot, the mat is like lava. Now that expression is for when you get taken down and your back is against it. Say where Rao is out now, that you have an urgency, that you hurry, you create space, you get back to your feet. Maybe you scoot over to the fence, get an underhook, do something to scramble back up. That's one thing when Rao watches this later. If I could offer him something, that is one thing that he really does need to work on.
I appreciate the explanation, but I have a 4-year-old, so I know the floor is lava quite well. Abdullah Al Qahtani working on the body.
You know, I must tell you, I'm a little disappointed. You're telling me Randy did not make that up? I thought that was a Randy, I thought he coined it. What do you mean you know? You mean Randy also told you?
You didn't
and
know
now you
I've been
tell the
babysitting this 4-year-old?
Head kick misses there. Randy is old enough to have invented floor is lava. And here's that body lock again.
He has made a living from this position in this fight.
I want Rao to pummel in. I like Rao on his feet. I want to see him pummel and get those hips back. He does a very good job here.
Great action in this fight. More action to come on our pay-per-view card. Sign up at DAZN.com to purchase the pay-per-view. If you're in the United States, it's ESPN Plus or ESPN.com/PFL. Nice elbow from Al Qahtani as they break in the final 20 seconds of this third round. Edukondala Rao says, I still got more for you.
It's almost like drunken kung fu from Rao. He looks wobbly like he's going to go down, and then he rips a straight one right at your head.
Well, he says he's an artist. Might be a little Jackson Pollock in his style.
I'm interested who called for the doctor. Generally, that won't happen unless there's blood involved. Perhaps there was a poke in the eye that a corner wanted to see. And there, Al Qahtani making it pay again. Rao has got to put that chin down. Al Qahtani getting it nice and tight.
Chael, I think it's the wobble we're seeing from Rao that caused the doctor to want to look at it. Nice left hand sneaks in, and the referee waves it off. A big finish for Al Qahtani.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Brian Miner calls a halt to the action at 23 seconds of round number 3, declaring your winner via TKO, Abdullah Al Qahtani. Ladies and gentlemen of Saudi Arabia, I am here with your champion, Abdullah Al Qahtani. What a fantastic fight that was, my friend.
السلام عليكم سعودية. الحمد لله سويناها بين أرض وجمهور. اللهم لك الحمد. شكرا لوجودكم كلكم هنا. حمسوني وشجعتوني. لولاكم ما كنت وصلت هنا. شكرا سعودية.
That was a really tough fight. He was a very durable opponent. Was that a surprise for you? Did you think you were going to be able to stop him first round?
Look, I want to stop him in the first round, but I go like the plan with my coach, with my team, and yeah, you see what happened.
And what about this event? What about being able to perform in Saudi Arabia in front of these amazing people?
You know, I'm so happy here. I feel all these people, it's with me, like we fight like one-man army. Yeah.
And what about mixed martial arts in Saudi Arabia? It's clearly on the rise, superstars like you on the rise. What's next for you?
Yeah, what's next for me, maybe it's a surprise today. They're gonna say something here, and yeah, I'm in, and soon I will back in the cage and make something crazy like today.
We have some good news to announce very soon. Ladies and gentlemen, Abdullah Al Qahtani.